Welding Academy. I'm here with Matt. Today we're gonna just be rating some welds and looking at some rigs today. So without really getting too much into that, we're gonna just get started. So up first we got Kai Smith, age 20, MIG weld. To me that looks like it's on some aluminum. It doesn't look bad. The steps are a little inconsistent. If you back towards the top, kind of missed that tie-in just a little bit coming over the side.
I think down there at the bottom too.
Yeah, that tie-in.
Little missed tie-in down at the bottom.
I think.
Looks like venom has been hanging around that weld too.
Yeah.
But you get that prep job a little better, nice and clean, before you start presenting any welds.
Yeah, definitely watch that spatter around the material too. You need to keep that clean. Keep it a little bit cleaner, work on those steps just a little bit more, and I don't know, I'll probably rate this 7 out of 10. Aluminum's pretty hard.
Yeah, I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
All right, we got Cody Johnson.
A little F350 2019 6.7 Power Stroke.
You think it's the Cody Johnson?
I don't know. Probably not.
I
Age
wish.
32. He's
Let's
got
see.
2 machines on there. That's
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
Wonder if he's got a helper running with him. Got a big machine in back and then a little Bobcat up on the side on top of his job boxes.
I'm not a huge fan of chrome, so those wheels, I'm not loving them wheels, but nice tires, just not a fan of chrome.
Yeah, I'd honestly agree. The only thing I don't like is the tires. Everything about it is beautiful. Ford all the way. I'm going to go 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
Oh, let's see. Aaron Quarter, Miller 225G plus.
Age 18, already got a rig. That's pretty good, Aaron. Congrats. Maybe a work truck, but
There's
was that big
nothing wrong
old
with
550, 450?
I don't know.
So
I
it's
really,
gone a lot
and then I'm enjoying this one a lot. It's very simple, but it doesn't look like it has a welder.
Yeah,
on it.
where's the machine at?
This looks more like a work truck rather than a rig, so I'm just gonna rate this 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of a 10. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'd like to see the machine on there.
Well, it needs to have a welder to be
Yeah,
considered a machine.
right.
RJ Atkinson, age 21, carbon TIG. That looks like a fill pass. Looks awesome, honestly. I mean, toe lines look great, steps look great. You're not bleeding out your bevel edges, none. It's got good color. Nothing wrong with this at all. 10 out of 10 all day.
Yeah, pretty good weld there. Still looks like it needs a cap, so pretty good. I'll give it a 10 out of 10 also.
Sergio Rivas, age 19. A little tub rig. I like it. I like the tubs. I don't know why. I just like them.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of bathtubs, but hey, it's a place to start. Once again with the chrome, got the blacked out F350, black out them rims.
You know, this is the one time I'm gonna have to say I'm not gonna say I like your Ford because it is a 6.4, and the 6.0s and the 6.4s kind of suck. I hate to say it. I love Ford, but I hate those engines.
Hey, but age 19, already got a rig. That's pretty awesome, dude. Get out there and make some money. Yeah, I give it an 8 out of 10.
And it's still a 6.4. I like it. It's very simple. It'll make you money. I'm gonna give it a 6.
It's a little hard.
I don't like them. Spencer Treaster, age 16,
16.
stick weld. There is a lot to unpack with this one, dude. I
That
mean,
looks,
you're 16, so you're definitely learning, but you look like you're going way too hot, way too
hot.
slow, and it is just a big old pile up there.
Yeah, big blob. Looks like a MIG.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
like
you
a
need,
MIG welding.
yeah. When you're running, you need to. I don't even know. That's right.
Turn that heat down.
A lot.
A lot.
When you're
Yeah.
watching that puddle too go by, you want to keep that puddle just like a nice little half circle on that back edge. You know, that thing's spilling way over those edges and getting real thick.
You're putting too much metal too fast. Just turn it down a little bit and slow down. It'll be just fine.
Yeah,
Go to applytoweld.com. I'm gonna give this. I'll give it a 2 out of 10.
Yeah, sorry, Spencer. I appreciate you trying and sending this picture in, but you need a little bit of work to do. I'm gonna give it a 3.
But it's good to start a trade that young, so that's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Tyler House,
age 24.
still being built.
That's a pretty clean looking truck. Again, everybody
The
with the
first gen.
chrome.
Yeah, and the spikes are a little tacky. I've never been a fan of the spikes
I don't
either.
know, I want to see the machine. No pictures. Make sure you send some pictures of the machine,
Yeah,
Tyler.
it's still being built, so I mean,
Yeah. Good looking truck. Good looking
I wish
truck.
I could see the bed a little bit more just to see like how you got that bed being built. It looks like it's not just a real flat. Oh, it looks like you got two.
So you
two
got some
vices
rollers
on
on
there.
there?
Two
Oh,
vices.
2 vices? Yeah. Oh, them
I
tires.
think that's a full custom bed.
Them tires are way out there.
Yeah, you need to get some fenders on that or you're gonna destroy those tires. You're gonna
Yeah.
pop holes and yeah, you'll destroy them. You need to get some fenders on there for sure. But I mean, if you're building that bed by yourself, building that whole rig by yourself, that's awesome, dude. Keep it up. It's a good truck to start with.
Yeah, nice flatbed. Good looking truck.
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Needs a little bit more work to go, and you know, if you're still working on it, maybe think about some new rims.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 also. Good start.
I don't know. I like the steels though. I like they're simple. 8 out of 10. Ooh, I like this. 6-month TIG welding. Joel Rodriguez, 29.
That's pretty
All
good.
right.
Yeah,
Snake belly.
yeah. Got some butterflies going, huh?
Dude, that's awesome.
That's
For
pretty good.
6 months.
That's good. I'm gonna give that a 8 out of 10, dude.
Dude, I
That's
can't
pretty
wait
good.
to see what you look like in 2 years because you got great toe lines, consistent steps.
Yeah, keep pushing yourself, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome. I like to see the root.
Yeah, dude, by age 30, you're going to be untouchable.
Send some pictures of the root next time, buddy.
10 out of 10.
Are y'all Lincoln or Miller fans?
Oof, it's...
I'm gonna go engine drive. I'm gonna go Lincoln, but electric. I'm gonna go Miller.
I like that. For me, it's kind of... Lincoln's tried and true. It's the oldest one, and when it comes down to, like... Well, how do I say this? Fine-tuning.
Yeah.
You can fine-tune a Lincoln a lot further than you can a Miller when it comes to your arc control, you know, if you got a hot start, any of that. So
Yeah, I think the electric Millers are just, they run really consistent. I think the Lincolns are kind of electric or everywhere.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna stay with the Lincoln. They're a little bit
All
harder to
around?
figure out. Yeah, they're a little bit harder to figure out, but once you got them dialed,
Yeah.
they're hard to beat.
Do you have any advice for somebody starting out on TIG?
Starting on TIG, practice walking without the torch actually running. You know, get yourself a decent bead, or have someone that you know who can weld get you a decent bead. Turn your machine off, and just practice. You can take anything with a round surface, walk it on any hard surface. I mean, it's the time. It's the muscle memory in your wrist that's really going to teach you TIG. If you can do it in one position, you can do it in all of them.
I like my TIG to be nice and clean. So good prep job. Do some dry walking before you add that filler. Just get in there and dry walk it, get your rhythm going, and then add some filler wire in there. Help you out a lot.
Yeah, so I'd say cleanliness and just muscle memory in that wrist.
Yep. Once you dip, switch that tungsten out.
And what is your favorite process for welding?
What's my favorite process? I'm absolutely all over TIG. I love TIG. I think maybe it's the little bit of ADD in my brain, but just the tight steps. It's real pretty. If you do it right, it's got good color. Just very appealing to my eyes.
Yeah, I like combo. I like put in a TIG root, TIG hot pass, and then stick it out. I like that a lot.
It's quick.
It's quick, a lot quicker. Cap
Yeah.
it with stick. Oh, here we go.
Oh my.
1986 F350 with the 5.9 12 valve Cummins. Age 18.
I like it.
Again, let's zoom in. Let's see this thing. Got an old Lincoln on there. That's pretty sweet. I'd get those.
It's a farm bed. I mean,
yeah,
it's
old
not a
farm
true
truck.
welding rig. It's a flatbed. I mean, nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty good start.
I
Pretty
like
good
it.
start.
It almost looks like it's rhino lined, the whole truck. You see, like
Oh,
right off the
yeah,
top of
yeah,
it, it looks Like it's almost got a rhino line
Not
on
bad. I give it a 6 out of 10.
it. Oh, no,
Good all running truck.
No, I like this one. You put some work into it. I'm going to give it a 9. Brenton Vaughn, age 29, stick weld. So,
First off, prep job. Clean, whatever you're welding on, clean it, clean it, clean it. Never present a dirty weld either. You got to clean that weld up before you start taking pictures of it.
dude, you need to clean that weld before you start welding. You need to clean that
period.
base material. It looks like it's all rusted. I mean, you need to get that rust out of your...
You got a nice big hole right in here, a lot of porosity right here. A lot of spit and sputter. Maybe you got your...
I don't think you're long arcing.
Yeah, you're long arcing, got your polarity maybe reversed or something's going on there. Go to applytoweld.com, Brian. I'm going to give that a 3 out of 10. You need to clean that surface up a lot better before you start welding, and that's going to help you in the long run.
I think you just need to keep that stick closer. It looks like you're pulling back just a little too far, and it's causing you just to get a little bit of cold roll on that edge, and that's where you're getting one of those holes. But that's where you're also getting a bunch of that spatter, is it's not getting a chance to actually lay down and bind to that base material, so it's just kind of spitting on you. Get that material a little bit, get that rod a little bit closer to your material, and I think it'll help you out quite a bit. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10.
Would you have chosen a different career path over welding?
I tried, actually. I grew up framing houses for a long time with my dad, and tried to get out of the trades once, went straight back into the trades. Then after a while, I just realized I wanted to kind of jump out on my own, and welding was definitely the move for me.
No, I love it. In and out, traveling, United States. I mean, you can pick anywhere, go anywhere, get your rig built, and you're basically your own boss.
You can go anywhere in the world with welding. There's so
anywhere in
many
the world.
overseas contracts too.
Nice. Oh, I love it. Gage Moon, age 20, stick welding. Look at that, that flux just coming right off of there. Good speed, good heat.
The only thing is, I'd say just consistency a little bit. That bead
Looks
is
like you're running some 70-18 downhill. I don't know. That looks a little weird to me.
I just think your consistency moving up, it's almost like you're trying to step 70-18 uphill.
Yeah, something looks a little off about that, but not bad, not bad. I give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I would just say it looks like you're kind of, when you're coming up the side of that, you're a little sporadic on your movements uphill. So work on that consistency left to right as you move uphill. And that way when you won't get a heavy spot from staying too long, or you won't get a thin spot from moving too quick. You need to just kind of find that happy middle ground and keep a steady pace all the way up, even as that rod burns down.
A little bit of rod angle up too. A little bit of rod angle up.
Give this a 7 out of 10. It's all there, just could be prettier,
Yeah, what'd I say, 6 out of 10?
I think.
Yeah.
Carlos Martinez, age 21, stick weld.
Well, it looks like you're in a
saddle.
Looks like you're doing some repairs or something there. A lot of rust on that pipe. So, props to you for welding in that kind
This
of
looks like a
condition.
cutout of a fence.
Yeah, it looks like just a bunch of rust, a bunch of pit spots. But as far as your weld goes, not too bad. Looks like you got some long steps in there, but not too bad. No undercut. Maybe a little undercut right in here. Yeah, a little undercut. But that could also be how bad that material, how corroded it is you're welding on. You're definitely hurting yourself there. But I give it a 7 out of 10.
I think it looks pretty good. Your overlap is really impressive to keep when you're moving around a saddle like that. It's hard to keep that overlap all the time, especially on some it looks like 2-inch. But the biggest thing is this consistency in your ripples.
Yeah, got a
If
little
you were to
long.
slow down just a little bit, those ripples would fill up more like right here. You can get these nice consistent half moons, but up here
Long
you get
steps.
real long pointed steps, and that comes from traveling too fast. If you were just to slow down a little bit, that puddle will wet out into that base material just a little bit more, and it won't look so pointy.
I know where you can find some really good material to weld on. ApplyToWeld.com. We got the best material around.
Carlos, I'm gonna give you a 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, solid. Oof.
Ooh, I like that.
Oof.
Rowdy Coles. I got it from my uncle. Wait, I
Worked
can't
on
read.
it, welding rig. Got it from my uncle, planned to work on it.
Turn it into a welding rig, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
HP2.
it already looks like a welding rig to me.
I don't know if you're illiterate or we are, but we're gonna try our best.
Dude, that is,
That is beautiful.
that's right up my alley, dude. That's a beautiful truck. Beautiful truck. Finally, somebody that don't have chrome wheels. That red on black is, I could never own a red vehicle, but I love other people that own red vehicles. Clean looking truck. That's a solid 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, it's awesome. The only
hopefully you're
question I got
making
is where that bottle's coming from on the back.
Hopefully you're making enough money to afford that truck. That's what I hope.
What if it was given to him? Hopefully
Yeah.
he doesn't have any payments. That'd be awesome.
I wish I had an uncle like that. Just
Even the bed matches
get-
the body lines all the way through. Like
Bro,
that
that
is
is-
a beautiful,
that's a great
beautiful
truck,
rig.
dude.
I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 all day. I
10
just
out of
want to know
10.
what that bottle's doing in back.
Yeah. See if your uncle has any other ones he wants to give away. Josh Bennett, age 19, MIG welding. Got some fillet
that
going on here.
Dual shield. And it's got,
Some-
I love it. It's got, oh, it's hardwire. Just kidding. He's got runoff tabs though, which is awesome. He's got them on the start and the end, making sure he doesn't have any.
I'm not a huge MIG guy, so I'm not gonna knock this weld.
This is,
Could,
I'm pretty sure it's spray. So you see how it doesn't have any ripples or anything?
Yeah.
They run it really, really hot. They call it spray transfer. And if
Just
that's what
one
it-
solid puddle, just ripping through.
Yep, spray transfer MIG. It
Only
looks-
thing I'd say is, man, clean it up, shine it up before you start taking pictures. And I mean, QCs on the job will really appreciate that a lot more. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Good fillet, nice, good stacks, good overlap. Just clean it a little bit better and send in some new pictures next time.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Only just for the same reasons. Keep it clean. It's dirty. It's kind of hard to look at when it's dirty. It could look twice as good as soon as you clean it, you know. But
Some
watch
people,
those toe lines just a little too.
Some people overthink it when it comes to fillet welds. So you did a pretty good job stacking them beads in there. 8 out of 10 for me.
1 inch is definitely not easy. So 8 out of 10.
What would you say is the most challenging weld it took you to pick up and learn?
The most challenging one
For
I ever
me-
had to do.
I'm gonna say stainless for me. Stainless putting in roots. I'm not a real big backfeed guy, so stainless is a lot easier to backfeed. So I'd say stainless at first to pick it up. Got to keep that heat under control, keep it nice and clean. But man, once you get it down, just the money that you can make out there on stainless is unreal.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. So
For me, I'm gonna say stainless, but it's not so much the stainless that's hard for me. It's if you ever have to run either like mud wire or if you use
that mud wire.
flux core. Oh, it is so bad. So mud wire is this. It's a type of wire you use that's flux coated, and you use it to run your root.
So you don't have to
And
purge.
So you don't have to purge your stainless. And it is nasty. It is hard to see. You're TIG welding with flux in your way. It doesn't go where you want it. You'll dip your tungsten a million times.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how good you are. It's brutal. And I did one job with it, and then after that job, I told myself that if they couldn't afford a purge, they couldn't afford me anymore. So I won't do it anymore.
I love that we added it to our curriculum. You know,
It's good to know how to use
Yeah,
because
it's good,
there's
and-
definitely applications where you need it, especially if you don't want to purge an entire system for one
Right.
weld or something. It's
Right, or
definitely
you're
needed.
out in the middle of nowhere dragging a tank out there with you. You know?
Yeah, no, it's definitely needed in scenarios, but I will never do that again unless I really have to.
Oh, you have to every day now because it's in our curriculum now, so you got to do it every day.
What is your favorite welding truck to have?
Oh, that red F350. What was that kid's name? Sorry, I forgot his name. But that was a beautiful truck. I'll take that truck, that red F350. Nice old Lincoln on the back.
Yeah, for me, I'd probably have to go with like a 2015 Ford 6.7. Those old steel bodies. I like that red Ford, but I don't like the Alumiduties. They just don't seem to. That's what I've always called them. But they just don't hold up like the steel bodies do. I love Ford. The 6.7s are a bad motor, dude. They're awesome.
Yeah.
But I would like the steel bodies rather than the Alumiduties.
Would Would you rather weld in the heat or the cold?
Oh, the hot all day long. I'm a hot person.
Absolutely not. Put me in some long johns and get me out in that cold, dude. The longer you weld, the hotter your hands get, the longer you stay warm.
That's good. My hands, when they get cold, they don't want to work. So they can get as hot as they want, and they work just fine.
I've had frostbite in my thumbs from working outside before. Well, my right thumb.
See? You won't get that in the heat. Be all right.
No, but you can always add layers. You can only take so many off.
That's all right.
Maybe
I'll be in the heat all day long. What we
Paul
got
Bennett.
here? 2005 GMC Sierra Crew Cab.
Oh my,
and a welder.
46.
A 1946 SA 200.
Oh
Get
my.
get that tire out of there. You don't need that spare tire. Looks like we got a, what do they call those nowadays?
You know what that looks like?
the
That tire looks like
squatted
he's been
trucks?
doing burnouts.
Burnouts.
Dude, if you're doing burnouts with your welding rig, you're wasting money with the one thing designed to make you money. And that doesn't seem very smart to me.
Looks like you need to get some bags underneath that truck. Looks like you're squatting too much. I'm not gonna.
Do you see that sticker on the top right? That's a student.
Oh, busted. We caught him.
That's busted. Dude, come on.
Busted.
You're from our school and you're doing burnouts in a welding truck. I thought we taught you better.
No, I give it a 5 out of 10. Anybody that's trying, got a machine in the back of their truck, trying to make money better themselves, give it a 5 out of 10.
It's
Get
hard
that-
to disagree with that, honestly. It looks like you might need something.
Looks
unless
like
you
you need
keep all
some
your
tools
tools- I
now.
say-
Yeah, where's the tools
I
at?
don't see a job box, so unless you're keeping your tools in your back seat, which
Yeah.
is
Pretty
okay
smart
too.
nowadays. I mean, a lot of thieves out there.
Yeah.
It's probably got locked up inside.
Dude, it don't matter if
I
it's
mean, look at
ugly.
the size of that machine. It's taking up the whole truck, dude.
It don't matter if it's ugly and rusty, dude, as long as it makes you money. That one right out there
Yeah.
is a 65.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 5 out of 10. I don't want to see you doing burnouts with your welding rig, dude. Parker Posse?
Age 15. Dude, a lot of young
That
people
looks like
starting out.
70,
That's
18,
awesome.
and 60, 10.
Yeah. Only clean up that base material. And then get them beads a lot closer. Get some overlap in there. Looks like you got good travel speed.
Good heat, too.
Yeah, looks like you're running real good. The material's kind of rough. I'd clean that material up a whole lot more. Get all that rust off of there.
Biggest one for me is honestly just straighten up that 70-18 weld just a little bit more. And right at the very top, again with those kind of long stepped patterns versus down here with the shorter, it's just you're moving just a little quick at first, but it looks like you kind of slowed down after that little hiccup. Or like
Could be a little hot with all that spatter all over it too. And when I talk about overlap, get these welds on top of each other here, all right? 30 to 50% overlap. But other than that, not too bad. Age, what was he, 15? That's pretty
He's
awesome,
got a
dude.
good
That's pretty
future ahead of
awesome.
him.
Yeah, go to appliedtoweld.com. We'll get you welding on some pipe, dude.
2.5 years, dude.
Yeah,
We'll
I'll
see
give
you.
it a
We'll see you soon.
7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Get that material cleaned up. Get you a grinder.
I'm gonna actually, for age 15, to be able to lay down some work like that, I'm gonna give you an 8 out of 10. Just a few little, and honestly, prep work.
Yeah,
Prep work
work.
would have made that a lot nicer, but 8 out of 10,
work.
dude.
Awesome.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, there it is. That's
Little-
mine all over it.
I'm not going to butcher
Uriel
this. Mr.
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, age 22.
That is
Got a nice old square body.
10.
You know, this one,
I don't care if it has crumbs. It's a 10.
I'm going to buy the chromes on this one. I actually like these chromes.
You know how hard it is to find a 4-door
know-
OBS?
Yes.
Especially in a
That's
dually?
pretty clean, dude. That is very clean truck.
4-door dually OBS.
Something about that bottle being way in the back is bugging me, though. I just get that bottle up closer. But beautiful truck. I'm gonna go 9 out of 10. Beautiful truck.
Nah, 10 out of 10. Gorgeous. I love it.
What do we have going on here?
I have been welding for almost a year. I'm 15. That is my 70-18 flat weld stick, Seth Graham.
Age 15, dude. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
There's that overlap we're looking for.
Yep, there's the overlap.
You're kind of losing it. It's kind of half and half. You got great overlap right up here up top, that 30 to 50%. But right down here, you have this valley all the way down. And the reason that overlap's so important is if you get those valleys in your weld, it's a spot of lack of fusion. You're not tying into your previous welds, but also those little corners are notorious for keeping little bits of slag stuck in there. And that'll bust you on x-ray, that'll bust you on a bend, any of it. So just work on the overlap a little bit more. But dude,
Did
Snip
we
it
read
over.
all this other stuff out, or did they send it to us, read it out like that?
They send it to us and then we put it on there for them.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't cover nothing up, all right? You learn more from your mistakes, all right? No, it's pretty solid. Age 15, prep job. I'm going to give it, I'll go 6 out of 10. Good overlap.
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna give this a 7. I like
7.
that overlap.
You-
Work on that
you-
overlap all the way through.
You one up me every time.
I have to.
Have you noticed that? You notice that? Keep
Maybe
it up.
I'm
Keep it up,
nicer.
Seth.
I'm nicer than you.
Nicer.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy,
Fair.
age 16.
Let's see what you think. Oh. That looks
is-
like MIG.
Well, he said that. So, yep.
It looks like MIG.
Looks like MIG. That is really wide whips. It's pretty nice.
Looks just a little hot.
little hot.
A little hot, but also that tie-in up top, you need to carry that over a little bit more, or you
Yeah.
need to
Feather
ground.
'em.
I say
Yeah.
grind that start down a little bit and actually tie in up on top of your weld. You got a nice little crack right between those welds.
Actually, I don't mind the heat. Just maybe another pass over it, and you'll be looking really good. Maybe just another pass right over the top of that. I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Clean it a little better.
Clean it, man. Nobody wants to clean anything before they start welding. Just prep job goes such a long way.
There is like absolutely no shortcuts in welding. There's ways to do it faster.
Yeah.
But if you try to take a shortcut in welding, like not trying to clean it, like I'm just gonna turn it up and burn,
It's
like
just gonna get you
you're
in the end.
gonna pay for it eventually.
you're gonna
one
pay for it.
one way or another, it's gonna get you. Prep work is everything. Like I say it all the time, welding is about 15 to 20% of what you do. Everything else is prep or
Yeah.
fitting or some other form of work. Welding is a very small aspect of what we welders actually do.
But yeah, I like it. It's laying in there pretty good. 6 out of 10.
6,
Thank you for agreeing with me.
I got you.
Got me. William
Macklemore.
William McLemore, age 17, stick weld.
You see that left side of the entire weld?
Yep.
You see how it's not tied in?
all right here.
All the way down? You know what that comes from?
Where does that come from?
Not cleaning your
Not
base
cleaning.
material.
Yeah. You don't want to grab, or you're just favoring that other side.
Yeah, rod
Point the-
angle. but-
Rod angle. Point it over there. Hold it. Looks like a lot of porosity. Here.
You are gonna have to
Lot of
grind out that
slag.
entire toe line before you put any more weld in there, or else all that slag will stay trapped in there.
Yeah. So if you go to bend that, it's just gonna snap right on you.
It'll snap in half. It won't just
It's
open
gonna
up.
show on X-ray all that trap slag in there. Needs a lot of work. Go to appliedtoweld.com. We'll get you right.
You just need to clean it better, dude. I mean, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse
Of course,
here
with all the cleaning. Yeah.
with all the cleaning.
I got a 2 out of 10 on this one. Just
Yeah.
you got to hold them sides, clean it.
How-
That porosity, probably just long arcing it.
How old
just
is this guy?
17? 17.
William, he's 17. Yeah, dude. You were getting to the age where you're about ready to show up here, you know.
17 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna go 1 out of 10. You need to at least actually tie into your base metal to call it a weld.
Oof.
Josh
Bennett.
Bennett. I feel like
Age-
we've already done one of his. Age
19.
19, TIG, some stainless fillet.
It's got some great color in there. Looks like you're favoring the bottom. Maybe a little hot.
I'm really confused. It looks like he's walking the beginning and then dabbing the end. Do you see that?
Yeah.
That one's kind of a lot to unbox. It looks
a little hot, just whipping like crazy. All these whip marks out here.
I think he freehand dabbed this, and the beginning was just a little messy. Because at
Great
the end,
color, great
at the end there, it's starting to look real nice.
Yeah, I need to see this more up close in person to see if he's tying in how that top and bottom is really fusing. But great color, great start. Stainless is not always easy to weld. I'm gonna give this give it a 7 out of 10.
Great speed and heat control. I'm just a little lost as to what you're doing. The beginning, it looks like you're walking the first 4 or 5 steps, and then it looks like it moves to dabbing. And I just got some questions. Other than that, your toe lines are just a little sloppy, especially on that bottom edge. If you can straighten those toe lines up, it'd go a long way. But I'm gonna go. What'd you give it?
I'm gonna give it a 7.
All right, I'm gonna give it a 7.
Okay.
Jathan Eaton,
Age 17, stick welding.
So 7 to 18, it looks like.
Yeah.
Bet you guys
18,
can guess what I'm about to say.
That is a lot of buckshot all over that. Maybe just very hot. Once again, just not clean. No prep job. Just, I don't know. The first one's looking decent, nice and straight. What? You don't think so?
I think it's the second one. That's why the other one's so dirty.
Oh, 1, 2. I was going 1, 2 this way. I
Oh.
don't know. I like this. This one right here. All this undercut though, man. And that other undercut is probably because that base metal is just not clean. Get that base metal nice and clean. I think it's going to help you out a long way. And once again, go to appliedtoweld.com.
I'm just gonna say that you need to clean your material. This is gonna be the word of the day. Clean.
Clean your material.
Keep it
Prep
clean
job.
and use a wire wheel too, because I mean you got slag on those toe lines. You got a bunch of slag on the toe lines still. You got spatter everywhere. You just need to keep it clean. That second bead,
Undercut everywhere. Just.
it looks like you turned your heat up a little bit too on that second bead and like actually flattened it out a little. It looks like it was a little hot, or not hot, a little cold, and it was kind of piling up a little. But the second bead is much better than the first, so
Yeah.
I'll rate the second bead at like a 7.
7?
The first one's like a 5.
I'll go the first one a 2, the second one a 4.
Oof.
Why is cleaning your weld so important?
I mean, you've seen in that last weld, it's really going to help your weld fuse to your base metal. It's going to help you from keeping porosity and slag and undercut just out of your weld.
It just makes your life easier. If that metal's dirty, it's not gonna wanna tie in as easy. I mean, you're gonna leave contaminants in your weld, especially if we're TIG welding.
Right.
I mean, it has to stay absolutely pristine. I mean, stick welding, it can be a little bit dirtier, but at the end of the day, if you're leaving contaminants in your weld and you come to x-ray, it's gonna show those contaminants in your weld and you're gonna bust, and then you're gonna lose your job. So.
You're just making it harder on yourself. I mean.
Yeah, keep it clean and you really don't have much to worry about. Being dirty is about one of the only things you have to worry about in your weld. Not make sure you're tying in your walls.
Yeah, especially when you go to TIG weld and you're wondering, oh, why is this just balling up on me? Well, you got a mill scale or rust or God knows what in your weld. It's just not going to lay down.
Well, that's the thing too, is when the heat will pull contaminants from the base material into your weld too. Especially in TIG, that concentrated heat will really just suck any contaminants into your weld.
Landon Decker, age 21, MIG weld. We got like a little fillet here. You zoom in on that for us.
I can't tell. It looks like you got a pretty bad mis-tie-in right there, or a misstep. I'm not really sure right here.
Just a bunch of buckshot. I can't really tell if that top one really fused to the top there. A lot of mill scale on that weld, on that base metal. Probably would have helped you once again grind all that off, wire wheel it. I'll go a 3 out of 10 on this.
To me, this kind of looks like dual shield. And if it is dual shield, then it's not as bad as I'm thinking. But I'm gonna give you the benefit of a doubt and say it's dual shield and give you a 6. Caden Wall.
age 15. Loving all the young people getting into welding. That's awesome.
It looks like a vertical, maybe, I think it's vertical.
Yeah.
With a backing strip, so
Vertical.
70-18.
A lot of trap slag in there. Just
Clean it before you take a picture so we can actually see what the weld looks like instead of just what the smoke on top of it looks like.
Looks like you just need to hold them edges. Get help with all that trap slag on there. And just, I mean, it looks like he tried to prep it. You can see the.
No, I'm saying wire wheel the
Oh,
smoke
after
off
you
of
weld
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
never
you
take a
kinda
picture
took a
of that.
chipping hammer and just chipped the slag off.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have a wire wheel, use a brush, but get that smoke off your weld.
And take that chipping hammer and throw it right out the window.
But I don't have anything really wrong with it. I
No.
think it looks fine.
Zoom in one more
Looks
time.
like you're
You zoom in on this. Yeah, not bad.
turn up your heat.
Yeah.
Turn up your heat a little bit. You'll get a little bit more consistency in those steps.
Yep, and then just wire wheel all that smoke off of it next time.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 5 out of 10.
I'll give it a 6. Just need to turn up your heat a little bit, clean it more.
One, I'd like to see a finished weld, you know? You got like halfway through.
Halfway through a
You
root.
got the easy part, you know? The top starts getting real hot and starts to melt on you. That's why you didn't want to.
Yeah.
You didn't want to finish it
Just gotta
out.
move quicker on that top.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. David
Yeah,
Wells,
age
38.
Oh, look at those bottles.
I'll see.
Where's the
is
machine?
this
Is this a welding machine or is this just a work truck here? You know, one thing I don't love about these Fords is just that front end. You got to get that nice 2.5-inch lift on the front.
Just
really,
that level?
Just to level it out. But nice
really-
light bar.
I said I really
Nice.
enjoy the bumper, but I mean this thing is
So
bone stock.
Yeah, bone stock, but
Bone stock, great truck.
great truck. I don't know if this is a welding rig, but I mean, it looks like
It
a
almost
work
looks
truck.
like it's a snowblower in the bed of it.
I give it a 7 out of 10. Stock wheels on there. Look like, unfortunately, it gets stuck in that grass.
It's a Ford, so I like it.
Yes, sir.
But there's nothing done to it. So I mean, it's a truck. I don't know if it's necessarily rigged yet, so I'm gonna just give it a 4. 4 for the Ford.
4 for the Ford.
Hate to do it. Big
Big
inch pipeline tie-ins truck 2024 short box single wheel small 500-pound Lincoln 305G lightweight easy maintenance 2-liter oil welds great truck's new and reliable rather work on my welds than work on my truck and have my hood up run your business how you want though. Kyle Cush 37. Respect it, dude. As long as it
Yeah.
makes you money, you're set.
Great advice, dude. Great advice.
The
I like
only
the bed.
question I have is those rims look like method rims, and if I'm not mistaken, they're a little like the only problem with them. They're great, they look good, but they're a little cheap, and with all that extra weight on the back end, you can tend to crack those rims. If you were to decide to Tony thing extra or anything, you'd run the risk of cracking those rims.
But I mean, at least he didn't go up no 24s or something.
No,
you
like
know,
I said, dude,
26.
there's nothing
Got a
wrong
lot
with
of
that truck.
time. I like that bed. I like all the roll-ups you have for your leads, and it's pretty clean looking truck, dude. I like what he did with these mud flaps here.
The chains.
Yeah, the chains.
Can you go back up to the profile? I just want to see it's a Lincoln Ranger. What is it?
A
305.
5 lightweight. Hey, if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. Looks like you're already out on the job site making money, so props to you there.
You know, and honestly, unless you're art
Yeah.
gouging, you really don't need more than 300 amps.
I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Looks like he's probably welding on heavy equipment.
No, dude, it's a great work truck. It's
Yeah.
simple. It's got everything you need, and it's all tidy. So, I mean, 10 out of 10.
Would you rather weld with 6010 or 6011?
Probably 60-10.
Yeah, I'd say 60-10.
I don't think there's really there's not much of a difference between the two, honestly. I mean,
I'm just putting in roots with 60-10 anyways.
yeah, you're not
Maybe
really.
a hot pass, depends on what I'm welding.
I'm just gonna go 60-10.
60-10.
And if you could weld anywhere else in America, where would you weld?
In America, Alaska.
Alaska. Gosh, that's what I was gonna say. Alaska.
I'm gonna go chase that cooler weather and go work.
I just want to go for the views. You know, I'm not a colder weather guy.
You ever
but
been?
Man, no, never been.
Oh,
It's on the bucket
gorgeous,
list.
dude. I went up
Yeah.
in July and did some fishing and stuff up there.
Yeah, amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it's on my bucket list. Alaska for sure.
Yeah.
Riley said, I just got into welding at my school. Have any tips for me starting out?
Ooh.
You've been watching the live so far, Riley. Clean whatever you're welding.
Just it's okay to like start. Welding is super hard to learn and it's frustrating and it's difficult. You are gonna want to quit and throw your tools against the wall, but the only thing that's gonna keep you getting better is hood time. Keep your hood down.
Yep. Keep burning
and
rods.
just keep burning rod.
Burn. One thing's not working, try something else, you know? And then push yourself. You know, don't just get dominant with one hand. If you're right-handed, weld left-handed, especially while you're young, Riley.
Yeah.
Biggest advice, use both hands.
I'm an ambidextrous welder when it comes to TIG welding, but when it comes to stick, I can't weld with my left hand at all. I suck. And every day I wish I could weld with my left hand stick.
Yeah.
I just can't. I try. I practice all the time. I just can't figure it out.
It's all right to be bad, you know? Just keep pushing yourself.
Nash Gibson, age 18, MIG weld. Some vertical weaves with
Yeah, once again, I'm not a big MIG guy, so, but I can see some, like that tie in.
first one looks beautiful. And then it looks like
Maybe you got too
started
hot, started moving too fast, that big missed tie-in right there.
I think
Can
you just
tell
need to
you that.
slow down.
Slow down that first one. That
Slow.
first speed looks nice, and then after that, he's just going too fast.
Slow it all down. I mean, you ran the first speed, great. Stop. Clean it, reset,
Yeah.
get the second bead in. Clean it, stop, reset. Get that other one. You're just trying to cram metal into that, and it started out really good, and then you started to lose it.
And always wire wheel it after you're done. I mean, just take pride in it. It don't always have to look the best. Just make it look good. Clean it up.
This little section right here, this is where we're talking that I really like. It's got those real consistent steps all the way up, and they're the same thickness and the same width all the way up. But over here, we start getting all these little mishaps. This is what I'm looking at where I'm saying you're rushing.
And that missed tie-in, where's that miss? Go up to that missed tie-in. Keep going, keep going.
There, yeah.
Right here. Yep, nice big hole. You need to grind that out.
Tie
Get
in a
back
lot
it.
nicer too if it got clean before you tried to tie in.
Yep, always wire wheel it when you're done. All right. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10.
3 out of 10.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
It's called Little Red, age
Age
11.
Kush,
11-year-old got his own
11?
welding rig?
bro.
Dude,
That's awesome. Got a little trailer.
that's awesome.
It's awesome.
The
Is it
Little
cool?
Red Wagon.
Yeah, dude. Now you need to send some pictures in of your welds. I gotta give this a 10 out of 10, dude. 11 years old, out there hustling, probably welding on some fences, welding some trailers. Dude, that's awesome. Keep going. Reminds me of my days mowing yards. I wish I'd have started out
I was
welding.
gonna say,
at 11.
remember when you're going house to
That
house
sounds-
asking if they need their, like...
Grass mowed,
Oh my
you know, raked or whatever. This dude's out there welding already, age 11. That's awesome.
Dude's gonna have his first house bought by 14.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you 11, dude. 11 out of 10. That is
that's
awesome.
Keep
To
going.
have that work ethic and drive at 11, dude,
Yeah.
I ain't worried about you. You're gonna
Yeah.
have a good life. Never heard of titanium welding, a welding machine though.
I think it's a Harbor Freight.
Most likely, yeah.
We're not
Still.
knocking that. We're not knocking that.
Hunter pole,
Age
age 14 stick. Little fillet.
Just thing that pops out to me right away is just need to hold them sides. Hold that top and bottom, side to side, hold. Watch that puddle fill up and move. Watch that puddle fill up and move. But other than that, not bad. Age 14. Just need to keep filling it out. Keep filling it out. Stack them beads. You know, put one down at the bottom and then work your way up. I'm gonna give this I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Hold them edges. Hold.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with the 5 out of 10. Again, could do a better job cleaning it. I'm about tired of repeating myself with that, honestly. I'm just gonna give up on saying I'm keep it clean. But hold those edges. Get those toe lines a little bit straighter. Right there on the bottom right corner, you completely missed it. Didn't stay there long enough at all. But if you can just slow down and let that fill up a little more, you'll be set.
Yeah.
Heat looks good. Your speed looks good.
This is an arc mark down here. Watch your arc marks, all right?
Yeah,
But
arc marks
just-
are no good. That's a bust.
Just hold them edges, dude.
5.
5. Got some more welding to go, though.
Yeah, he's got. Trent, age 30.
Age 30. The old Jeepers Creepers looking truck, dude. That's awesome. If it's making you money,
Oh my God! Look at
dude,
that
that's-
tire poke on the.
dude, that thing is just out there all by itself.
That thing
That's-
is. It's got the XD series rims with spikes. That's like the perfect. It's old school trying to be new school.
Yeah. I like it.
I would have gone with like some nice steelies on that.
Dude, he's even got new mirrors. Look at the mirrors.
Oh my!
Dude, that's awesome.
I mean, I love
Dude.
this rig. It's awesome.
I don't love the leads just hanging out. I'd probably do something different with the leads.
Well,
Just
you're gonna get them stolen.
yeah, just hanging out or driving down the road. But dude, I love this truck. I love this rig. I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. Looks like old Jeepers Creepers truck. Got the
He's got his extension cord wrapped around the center too, in between them, in between his leads.
that's pretty awesome. I'd rock that all day long.
Oh, if I could, I would. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Would you rather weld uphill or downhill?
Uphill. I am not a fan of downhill. It's hot and you get burnt a lot. And you know, you can say what you want about welders not wanting to get burnt, but if you've been doing it long enough, you start to hate getting burnt. So say what you want, but downhill burns yourself a lot. I'd rather weld uphill.
I love downhill routes. Put me at the front of the line, just putting in routes all day long downhill. I love it.
The route's the only good thing to run downhill.
Right. But I'll cap it uphill.
Plus, you can't TIG downhill, so. No.
Um,
What is your best tip on how to strike an arc?
Varies. I mean,
I would say
I'll talk about TIG if you want to talk about stick.
okay.
So-
When I go stick, a lot of people just want to get in their position like this and have their hands out here, and they're immediately just pushing it. Get 2 hands on it. 2 hands on it. Just quick little strike, quick little long arc, and get going. Quick little strike, 2 hands. When you're stick welding, don't try to strike an arc over here, and then you're sticking and you're trying to rip off all over the place, arc marking everywhere. Get 2 hands on it, strike it, start sliding your hand down as you start welding.
Yeah. I'd also just say, like, what I like to do is I start like 2 inches in front of my weld when I strike up, so that way I can long arc it and drag it into my tie-in.
Yeah.
And then I can burn out any of that long arced material that I was using just to start while I've come through again with my bead. But as far as TIG welding,
Are you a lift arc or a scratch arc guy?
I scratch start everything. So what
Yeah.
I do is I get set up where I need to go, where I want to go, as close as I can to that plate, and then I'll take my filler wire and I'll hold it up to the side of my cup. And what I'll do is once it's on the side of that cup, I just slide it across the edge of that tungsten, and like a match, you'll strike that tungsten up off that plate, and then you just pull that wire and drop it right into that puddle and start walking. Same thing if you want to kill the arc. You just slide that filler wire back up against that cup, lift it up, and slide in that tungsten into the side of your wire.
Kill
And
that
the
arc and keep that
Yep.
gas there.
Use
Yes,
that
sir.
filler material every time you want to start or kill your arc with TIG welding.
How about some tips on how to work your way around on welds with smaller pipes?
This sounds dumb, honestly, but stay flexible, stretch all the time. You can't get around a pipe like that if you can't even touch your toes.
Yeah, for me, it's going to be all about rod angle. If I'm doing 2-inch, I like to bend that rod over, tilt it down, and you're just walking right around it, Start out uncomfortable and then finish comfortable, Especially small pipe, it goes so fast.
Yeah, get set up like you're getting ready to, like you're gonna finish on the top, and then somehow contort your body to get to the bottom.
Yep.
Once you get moving and you're past that uncomfortable stage for just a second, the rest goes pretty smooth. Jonathan Age 33 stick weld. Looks like some 2G, some horizontal.
Yep, 7018.
Your
The first bead
is
is
too low.
it's too low,
what I
and
was thinking.
that's what kills your middle bead. See this big low spot here? Maybe your fill pass you started out too low, also right there in the middle. You want all three of your beads to look like that top bead. That top bead laid down really good.
Here's the edge of your bevel, right here. Look how much lower this bead goes than the bevel. I mean, there's a huge change in elevation right here. And what happens is once you start that low, you're now gonna get undercut when you try to cap it, and you're gonna have to add extra beads.
That's why you had to add that third one.
And it still looks like you have some undercut.
Yeah, and it probably you're probably low on the top. You probably favored the bottom on your fill passes, so you got that big low spot just right there in the middle. But that first bead has definitely got to be higher in that bevel.
Need to slow down too a little bit.
A lot of missteps there.
Got some missteps. You need to just slow down, and when you're running that top bead, especially to help prevent that undercut, is slow down and just watch that top of that puddle. You're watching, as you move forward, you're just watching it fill up to that same spot every time. And if you're not, that's where you're going to get that undercut.
Yeah, I'd say get that first bead in there and turn it up a lot more on your first ones. You can tell that third bead, that plate, that material is a lot hotter, so that last bead is laying down a lot better. You can see your first two beads were too cold. They're not fusing. A lot of long steps in there.
Can you zoom out for me? Just go look at all of it one more time. He's got runoff plates, so he's probably not running open route. Probably.
You want to learn some open route? Go to appliedtoweld.com.
Yeah.
It'll get you right on those fills
I'm
too.
gonna give you a 6 out of 10. There's quite a bit that you could do better, but you're starting to grasp the concept. But yeah, let's get you up to WWA and learn some real welding. That full pen.
Right here, you have to realize that you're not going to have enough rod to finish this weld, so you need to cut it out shorter here. Break this arc out here so you're not having just a little bitty Band-Aid. Zoom out a little bit. Please. See how you just have a little bit right here? Cut this back right here so you can have a lot better run here.
Yeah, those startups right at the end of your weld make it really hard to nail that tie-in. And as you can see, he missed his pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, 6 out of 10 for me.
No, like 5.
5?
Ooh. Brady Smith, 25 TIG.
Some nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's looking good.
Did you know how hard it is to get that color on carbon? It's not easy.
Nope. It's got good gas coverage, good heat, good speed. I like this.
Lines look good. I don't really see anything wrong with this. 10 out of 10. This looks beautiful. Steps are great. When you get that kind of color on carbon, that kind of rose gold, kind of pink, it is perfect. It don't get much better than that.
Yeah, I like the first bead a lot better than the second bead. I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10.
Well, I think he's sliding a little bit in that socket, and then he's walking on that one.
Yep, it's nice butt welds. Pretty nice welds. 8 out of 10.
Asher Birch, age 17, TIG.
TIG.
It looks like he's dabbing.
Is dabbing?
He.
Super.
It looks like he walked
super hot and dirty. Oh, that thing is super gray. Super hot. And then no overlap. You gotta get them welds. Get them overlapping. It does look like a dab, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm looking at that top one. It looks like he dry walked.
You're not really rolling that wrist. You're kind of just real fast, blobbing up.
I'm not sure he might have even freehanded it.
Well, props
I
if
have
he's trying to freehand. I'm gonna give it. I'll give 4 out of 10. But TIG is a lot harder to start off learning, but once you get going, man, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I feel like TIG is easier to learn, harder to master.
Okay, that's a good analogy.
Stick is harder to learn, but easier to master.
Okay.
Is what I like to say. But I'm gonna give this 4 out of 10. You're graying it out. You're definitely moving too slow, or you're too hot.
Yeah, too hot, too slow.
That is for sure.
3 out of 10.
Just keep working on it. You get better. Victor Nichols, age 15, stick.
weld. Dude, with the young people starting to weld, it's pretty awesome.
With the young people not knowing how to clean their material.
Yeah. Well, that comes with time and experience. And
Speed. Heat looks good, and the last little bit of your weld looks like it's got pretty good speed, but this whole beginning right here, all of that is way too fast.
don't be scared to tie these in right here. Got a big missed tie-in. Get that tie-in up here. Get going.
You just need to work on your overall speed control. You have some spots look good, some are way too fast, and then in the back here, you got a
few
spot
little
like right here where it
holes,
went way too slow, fast, slow, fast, slow. It's
Get
just
comfortable.
Consistency.
Got to
of
get comfortable.
speed.
You're probably out there just like 3 points of contact. It'll help you. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. But it's awesome that you're starting to weld at 15. 2 out of 10.
2.
Clean it. Clean it.
Levi Deaver, 15, stick weld.
Got a little fast in the start. Get that puddle. Let that puddle build up. You kind of just fired up and then got going, and then you got that puddle building up. Not too bad. Not too bad. Once again, just clean it. Got good speed, good heat. I'm going to say, I'll give this a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. If you would have cleaned it, probably would have been 7 out of 10. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that, yeah, he just struck up and got right into it.
Right.
You need to,
Let
with
that
any
puddle.
type of stick welding, you have to let that rod actually establish a puddle. Once that puddle's established, then you can start moving. But if you don't, you get this, you know. It's really not too bad, though. The toe lines are pretty consistent. It looks like his little piece of spatter got, like, stuck to the side of his weld there.
Yeah.
But,
Been seeing a lot of splatter today on these welds.
yeah. Other than that, though, I mean, the consistency of your bead looks good. Your toe lines are pretty straight. Just that start. And then, you know, if you would have cleaned it, I probably would have gave you a little bit more. But
Right.
I'm gonna say 7 out of 10. Ryan Swain, age 40, TIG.
Wonder how long he's been TIG
Oh, that's
welding.
terrible.
It's terrible?
That's the worst one yet. No, I'm just kidding. That
No.
one's beautiful. It's awesome. There's straight toe lines, great color.
Yeah.
I
Nice
don't-
fusion, top and bottom. But
Gorgeous. I
good
love
weld.
it.
8 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Brandon Underwood, age 24, stick weld. Looks like some vertical 7018.
It looks like
That
maybe he
is-
just got into stick welding. Age 24. It's a solid age to start learning how to weld too, all right? Don't let all these 15-year-olds show you up. Just need to slow down. Got a nice big pinhole in there. Just dirty material. Got splatter everywhere. I mean, to me, if I'm taking a picture and sending this in to anybody, I'm cleaning this thing. Like I'm gonna shine the whole material up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got no problem showing bad welds, but it ain't gonna be a dirty looking bad weld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You started
If
off.
you're going to be
alright.
running vertical, I recommend trying to weave it a little bit more. On that bottom, it looks like you kind of started to, and then towards the top, it looks like
just-
you kind of just started rushing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like you just kind of started running away a little bit.
Yeah.
And
He probably heard, heat rises, so you got to move faster at the top, but not that fast.
no, you still need to stay, when you're running vertical, you need to keep that rod just at the top of your puddle. If you're stepping out of that puddle, you're missing steps. Try to swim that top edge of that puddle and stay attached. But I think you started out pretty decent, and then I think you just started running away. Welding's very slow. Slow it down.
Yep.
I'm going to say 4.
4? I give it a 4 too. But you're never too old to learn a new trade. Go to appliedtoweld.com.
Absolutely not, dude. We have a student right now who's
60, 70 years old.
Yeah.
Got a few of them. Yeah, never too old. Ooh, in the build here, under
Jesse.
construction.
age 33.
Yep. This, The
The
tires,
nice,
though.
the
Yeah.
nice custom bed. You gotta make some street tires on it.
Yeah, I
though.
know, some street tires. We got to
And
get
some big old chrome dishes.
yeah, we got to get those street
Those
tires
might be
off of
polished
there. Aluminum. Nice old.
I think it's all
Dodge.
rhino lined again though.
Yeah,
Look at right up
looking,
next to the grill.
clean looking truck. I like the bed. Great start. Them tires though, them tires got to go. You're gonna get just stuck. You're gonna get out there on the line and be able to go nowhere.
Trucks at 10, tires at 2.
Yeah, I agree with that. Trucks at 10, tires are 2.
All right. Well, guys, that's kind of all the time we got for today. Really appreciate you guys, but I guess we'll see you guys later.
Yeah, thanks for joining the live, guys.